Welcome back to Digi Brews. Hey.
Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa.
So, are you fucking sick of Pokemon yet?
I
like,
am.
people talking about Pokemon? Was that like a bonus stage or something? What the fuck was that?
I don't know, but you failed it, whatever it was.
Oh, that was a
Whoa,
boss
is
room.
this planet all boss rooms?
What the fuck?
I'm guessing you've never been this far either.
I've never been this far. It's that guy. Cool.
Arise, Lord Bagular.
Okay.
The bad guy's name is Lord Bagular.
Here's my rage of the week. Is the oversaturation of
wait. Good
fucking...
evening, gentlemen. All your base are belong to us. You have no chance to survive. Make your time. Well, it's just doing the reference. It looks exactly like it. Oh God. What were you saying? Oversaturation of Pokemon?
Too much Pokemon shit. I'm sick of it. Everyone's doing Nuzlocks and they're boring. Fucking. Everyone's got their fucking videos on blah 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 blah.
On
YouTube just constantly fucking recommending me. Oh, here's a list of fucking 10 things in Pokemon Sun and Moon. There's 10
it's because you keep
Sun and
clicking
Moon
on Pokemon
forever.
stuff, so it's just gonna keep
I know, and
recommending
it just
you.
is a fucking endless funnel. And it was like, maybe this one will be decent. And no, they all suck ass. It's all these fucking losers.
I don't get... okay, I realize that me saying this goes against everything that makes me money and stands for, but I don't get watching recommended YouTube videos.
Yeah.
Because anything that's good, I'm subscribed to it. Like, I've never found, like, a new channel by way of recommended videos.
Holy shit, dude.
It's always been people just, like, linking me something that was good.
I don't know. I'm just so fucking bored in my room with no work that I will just click on random stupid shit knowing it's gonna be bad and then watch it and be like, I hate being alive right now. There's nothing I want to watch. I want to watch something good. I'm sick of podcasts because I have no fun game to play.
You're looking for like a show to watch? Like a...
I guess. I want to watch something where I feel like I'm accomplishing something. Like I was watching Batman, but I'm like... Watching Batman isn't getting... No one's seen this. There's no discussion to be had. Watching Batman isn't getting me anywhere.
Everyone has seen it.
No one's seen it in its entirety.
Sure. Maybe not.
No one that I know or would talk to. Like, if you or Hope isn't gonna watch something that I'm watching, there's no point of even bothering with it. Because it's just gonna be something that I enjoy alone and have no discussion for.
I don't know. I like it when you just, like, describe shows I've never seen to me. That's always fun.
And, like, well, my initial... learnings and reactions to watching Batman, like, probably cover everything I needed to get out of it, you know? I don't need to watch all of it, especially when it's so episodic and, like, slow.
You're getting
your
like,
I don't know what the fuck else to watch. Netflix sucks ass. Amazon Prime sucks more ass.
Figure out his animations.
I'm figuring out his animations. It's just, the timing on the pool thing is fucked.
I'm fucked. I'll fuck you.
God, I gotta do all 6 bosses and then just the last boss, huh? This is it.
Yep, it's a fucking
This
boss
is the final session, I guess. If I can fucking beat these bosses.
If you can do all 7 fucking bosses.
All 7 fucking challenge bosses.
The last boss you fought took just a whole episode, so...
You're right.
And we're already 4 minutes into this one, so...
Look, man, I can do this.
Well, you didn't jump when he...
Well, I'm trying to look at him and see what he does. Okay, that's the ball one, and then next he's gonna do his.
I got the ball one for you.
Okay, so it's not when all the electricity comes out. That is not the proper time to jump.
And
see, it's like it's really hard to tell what he's doing. Oh, I beat him anyways. Fuck
yeah.
I was thinking maybe I just have to beat him before he gets to do it 4 times.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That works.
Alright, we beat 1 boss. What's going on with you? What are the things that people are all riled up about?
What do you mean?
I don't know.
What do you mean by people
what are the trending topics? How's everyone feel about Final Fantasy 15?
I don't know.
I might get
opinions.
it from Redbox.
Oh yeah.
And then just like play it until it gets boring, because there's no way I'd actually buy it. Like it looks shitty.
Well, it's mostly gotten positive reviews. It's mostly been positive, and most people have been saying that like the story's not that amazing, but the gameplay and world are fun.
I've been hearing the combat's fucking glitchy as hell. The world looks like the shittiest thing I've ever seen. It looks like fucking Los Angeles, and it's stupid looking. And I'm like, where are the fantasy elements of it?
When someone tells me like huge open action RPG, I'm like, yeah, that sounds like my kind of game. But then I look at it, and it just looks like an open world game.
It just looks like Grand Theft Auto. It's like, why? Yeah. If you're gonna make a big like, why didn't they make something like Xenoblade Chronicles X, where it's like the world almost was the best part of the game, was just looking around at the environment. Like, it looked like a beautiful fantasy planet. And like, this is Final Fantasy. You expect like a fantasy atmosphere, you know? Fantasy environment. Like, does the whole thing take place in this boring like desert countryside? I don't know. I haven't seen any footage that isn't in that area.
Yeah. I'd rather play like Terra or Black Desert, you know, just pretending they're single player like I usually do. Just to see a cool epic fantasy world. And
then like you'd think they spent so long on it, and all they ever show you is story shit, that the story would be good and or at least interesting and longer than like someone on Facebook had said the story takes 6 hours to complete. And I was like, are they factoring in how much time they spent on story missions?
Right.
And because they said like 30 hours of side missions they did. And I'm like, were the side missions in between the story missions, or like, did you beat the story first? I don't know.
I have no idea.
6 hours of story sounds kind of ridiculous for how long that game took to make.
I don't know the first thing about it, other than the vague sense that a lot of people seem to be into it.
Yeah.
But nobody's like, oh, this is amazing. Yeah. And nothing I've seen makes me want to play it. So,
what I'm wondering is Final Fantasy gonna die?
I heard the driving sucks.
Oh, I'm sure.
Which is like the main thing I was excited about the game was the idea of driving around with my bros. But if the driving sucks, then
how well is it sold? Like, does anyone know like the sales statistics yet?
The game just fucking came out, man. You can't base the sales statistics on 2 days. It's not a fucking Hollywood movie.
I guess it has only been 2 days.
I have no idea. Nor do I care. Change the subject.
Stop
asking me about Final Fantasy 15. I know nothing about.
You're right.
I mean, all I did for the last like week was like intermittently sleep and jack off and complain about online dating. That's like what my week has been. Very
clean. Sounds like you're as productive as I am.
Well, it's like I just did a decompression chamber yesterday, and that talked about most of what I've done the past week. So, didn't plan that out well. I didn't know we were gonna do Digi Bros anytime soon.
That was a fast death.
Digi Bros coming back is an interesting little experience, because for one thing, no one watches this show.
Yes.
Like, we've known all along that this is a very unpopular show, and that's why it wasn't a big deal that it was like kind of quieted down. I think if we had come back with Ashes of a Radial, like everyone wanted us to, it might have gotten a bigger response. But we came back with Bomberman, and there was like less than 1,000 views on the first video.
Yeah. And there's usually not many views initially.
It is very weird for me to put out a video that doesn't get 1,000 views. Like, because I can put out like podcasts that are literally nothing on other channels and people will watch it, but for some reason people don't care about the gaming channel. Like, it's never really ballooned in subs. It doesn't get great views. It's like, I don't know, it's weird to me that like somehow a show that has a game is less appealing than one that has no game but the exact same conversation topics, you know?
Maybe they just don't know. Because we aren't, there's no evidence that this isn't a Let's Play show like every other Let's Play show.
Right.
It's really a podcast.
I mean, I don't know, like, I mean, I have a lot of fans who watch, like, I could put out a mailbag video and it gets 4,000 views. You know, like, that's, no one cares about that except for the most diehard fans.
Though.
Right, but like, wouldn't those be the people who would also know that my gaming channel is gonna be like my other content? You know?
I don't know.
Even Pub Crawl is getting more than 1,000 views. Maybe not fast, but
wow.
Like,
this show sucks, man. We're terrible as players.
I don't know. It's just weird, but
God damn it! This guy is annoying. But
it's also a unique experience because we've scheduled way ahead of ourselves. So everything you're hearing us talk about right now, you know, we're currently recording this episode on the 2nd of December, and I scheduled like. Wario Land 4 was just one huge, like, it's just finished. It's 16 episodes that were all scheduled at once at the start of the month, you know, covering every day of December. And then this show has been similarly, like, you know, it's almost all recorded. Episode 1 came out today, or yesterday. So, yeah, we're, like, way ahead of ourselves, like the old days of Digi Bros.
Yeah, the good old days where we had, like, months of recordings.
Well... that was just because we did a lot of them back to back. Like in the when we first did it, we recorded all of Sonic Adventure 2 in like 3 days, and then we did Kirby immediately afterwards, and then we did Zelda and started that right after Kirby.
That's why there were so many horrible, retarded silences and singings.
Yeah.
Because we record so many episodes at once, we have nothing to talk about.
Well, now we
have so much more to talk about.
Now we record once every 3 weeks, and we still have nothing to talk about.
Whoa! Because stop trying at all. At least I figured this guy out.
You know what I could do? Because I recently found the notebook that had all the questions everybody asked. There's still a lot of Q&A questions we never answered during the Wind Waker.
Oh shit, really?
What if we revisited?
I thought we did all of them.
No, not even close.
I would love to revisit Q&A.
But I remember that like
this could be the last stretch. We could only have a few more months of Digibros before you move to fucking Austin or some shit. Oh god, this guy again? What the hell?
Yeah.
Too soon!
Well, you know what happened last time we spent months saying that we were going to end Digibros because someone was moving away to Austin? It didn't happen. Remember when it was like a sure thing that you were moving to LA?
Yeah.
And then suddenly it wasn't the case anymore. And everyone thought, oh, then Digibros is still going to be around. And then Digibros died anyways for 2 months. Believe me, I got plenty of comments about that irony.
I miss being busy. 'Twas a fun time. I have like I get the worst anxiety remembering what it was like last year when I was like applying for grad schools and had fucking nothing going on and was making no money. It was just sitting around most of the time being fucking miserable and replaying Pokemon games. And I'm like, this is it's become that again, and it's scary. I just gotta get back out there, man.
Pokemon just has this habit of being around when you're at your worst, doesn't it?
Yes.
You know things are going bad if you're stuck in the Pokemon hole.
Like, it was fine when Sun and Moon came out, and I was like, alright, I have a little lull in work, and I can play Pokemon Sun and Moon, and then, like, you know, this is a great opportunity to get to play this game, because I've been so busy, and then it just ruined me. The work disappeared when the game came out.
Okay. Alright, well, it looks like we did get through all of Devu's questions in the previous Q&A.
Oh, God.
Now that he lives with us, he could just come up here. What if we just brought him up here and had him ask us questions?
I would not mind. I don't care.
Maybe we'll do that on the next episode.
I just want to get through Bomberman and move on. I want to do Gears of War or something.
Okay. Here's a question from Robert Sora.
I like that they really change up these fights, though. This is neat.
Robert Sora question. Thoughts on Gunbuster, Diebuster, FLCL, thoughts on Penguin Drum and Yuri Kuma, End of Ava, or Ava TV, or rebuilds?
That's a lot.
I think that was actually 3 different questions.
I see.
Gunbuster, Diebuster, and FLCL are all great.
Yeah.
I think we can agree on that.
Sure.
All amazing. Penguin Drum and Yuri Kuma, I didn't finish either one of them.
Yeah, I didn't finish Yuri Kuma, and it's been a long time since I've seen Penguin Drum, but I remember it being neat. I fell asleep a lot. So I was laying on my bed watching it.
Obviously, very big fan of Eva.
Eva.
Haven't seen the rebuilds in a long time. And I never saw the 3rd one.
Haven't seen him in forever.
How do you feel about Evan Bellion?
I don't know. It's been too long to have an opinion on anything.
Alrighty, well, that's it for that question.
Fuck that question. Anime sucks.
Here's one from Ska15Let. Meaning of life / afterlife / religious things.
That's pretty gay.
There is no meaning.
Exactly.
A nihilistic nightmare of predator.
Fuck it all.
Clinging to my self-satisfaction.
Fuck him in the pussy.
Fuck her right in the pussy. Did you, like, combine fuck her in the pussy and grab him by the pussy in your head?
I forgot what the guy said because grab her by the pussy is pretty much overtaken that meme.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, dude. Fuck this laser guy.
What the fuck? I can't even read how I wrote this one. Does playing several games in franchise something current harder to talk?
He means, like, is it harder to talk about games when you play more than one in the franchise, like Zelda? Because we ran out of stuff to talk about with Zelda.
Oh, yeah. The answer is yes.
You were right.
Why don't you make more game reviews? That's actually a great question.
Because video games suck ass.
No.
And they're gay as hell.
The answer is because everyone does it. And there's nothing to... Well, it's... Okay, with anime, like, a lot of the incentive for me to make anime videos is that no one else expresses the opinions I want. You know, like, there's so much... There's an unbelievable amount that I have to say about anime that no one else is saying. Yeah. And if other people were saying it, I wouldn't be. You know? Like, I've said this plenty of times, that when someone makes a video that says what I would have said, then I won't do it. When Best Guy Ever made his Gurren Lagann video, like, the only thing he didn't talk about that I wanted to was the character design. So I made a video about the character designs, and now everything that I'd have to say about Gurren Lagann is out there, except for if I wanted to do, like, minute animation breakdowns or something, you know? But, so, because there's just so few people doing anime analysis at all, and even then, it's such a broad topic that there's a million things you could talk about. Whereas with video games, not only are there 1,000 people making games analysis, but there's already people who feel the exact same way about games that I do. You know, like, my general opinion on video games is Dark Souls is perfect, and everything is judged by how close it is to Dark Souls, and there's plenty of people who feel that way, you know?
Yeah!
So yeah, it's just a lack of, like, needing... It's a lack of need for me. I like to feel like I'm contributing something new to the conversation, and I can't do that for games.
Oh, 3 more bosses, bitch. I am gonna beat this fucking game.
Yeah.
You know what? I think it's cooler to watch game reviews by people who are good at video games, like Super Bunny Hop.
I do really like...
It's a lot cooler because he's real good at video games.
I really appreciate that about him, especially, because... Bunny Hop's approach to games is very similar to mine. Not to say that I think we'd have the same opinion about every game. Like, there's plenty of times where he's talked about a game that I thought, well, those complaints seem weird to me. Yeah. But for the most part, he covers games in the way that I would, and then goes into way more detail and is way better at them than I would ever be. You know, so yeah, I definitely appreciate that. The quality of being good. Yeah, is that all you wanted to say about that?
You bitch, I guess.
Okay. Scott Goebel, thoughts about religion. Religion's dumb.
Yeah. It's pretty lame.
Can some people tolerate stupidity more? Such as, like, with the asterisk war. Like, some people could tolerate the stupidity. Yes, some people can tolerate stupidity more, obviously.
Oh, man. Speaking to that, me and Hope might watch all of RWBY.
Oh god!
Because there's a new season coming out, and we were on Crunchyroll, and it's airing on Crunchyroll. It's got like 4 episodes out. I was like, let's watch the newest episode of RWBY and see if it's any good, see if the hype is real, see if maybe I was wrong, and it's a quality show. And it's just, God, it's just some bad dub, you know. It's got Vic Mignogna in it now. It's truly reached that level, and it's really. the character designs alone are enough to make it a piece of shit, because it's got the worst character designs of anything I've ever seen. It looks like a bunch of fucking DeviantArt OCs. There's fucking dudes running around in this fantasy world wearing jeans and a black t-shirt and armor on top. Like, why are you wearing jeans and shoulder pads? It's retarded. There's no color sense. There's no design sense. It's just a bunch of fucking dipshit OCs running around. Ah, it's so lame. It's just so despicably lame. That's how I feel about RWBY.
Next time on Digi Bros.
Hold on, it's dipshits in jeans with shoulder pads and like bizarre Vocaloids, and that's all it is.
Bizarre Vocaloids.
Right, shitty off-brand Vocaloids.
Pause so I can end this episode.
Pause.